guess we should record, Amy.
We probably should. We've just been sitting in the prayer closet chanting.
Because we're pagans.
Yeah.
It's our rituals.
And if we were, so what?
Yeah, mind your own freaking business.
Exactly.
Jesus. Not you, Jesus. You
Jesus,
can be in my business. Oh my God, what am I saying? This is already off the rails.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Whitney.
I'm Amy.
And we are On the Haunt.
We are
Paranormal.
on a roll is what we
are.
are today, so look out, everybody.
It's wild. Welcome to episode 99.
Yeah.
We never thought we'd be here.
No. We really do.
Here in this room
And
on
people
episode.
still listening and liking our page, and it's crazy.
Weird. Thank you. We appreciate you so
appreciate
much.
you.
Because, we have no friends.
No. We have each other. If we didn't have each other, it'd be a real
We were
sad
just
life.
talking about how it's hard to be different in small towns. Mm-hmm. And here we are, being
and apparently
different.
we're perceived as weirdos, and we wear that proudly.
Yeah, I literally am totally a weirdo
Yeah.
as I'm rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer 20 years later.
I'm known as that, like,
Yeah.
the horror ghost all that
Weirdo.
stuff, like- But I love
That's
it.
what we like.
People will just walk up to me randomly. Oh my God, I think my house is haunted, or they'll send me
Yes.
videos from like their nursery cameras and stuff. Like, what do you think this is? So I'm like,
We're like, well, we're obvious. She's an expert.
Yeah.
We have a podcast, so we're obviously experts.
but if you live anywhere in rural America, you probably feel
Or
our pain is
rural
away.
New Zealand.
Yeah, or rural anywhere on the globe. Which is round. And we do agree with that.
It's not. If you are a flat earther, I'm sorry. Like, you have got to go talk to someone about that.
But now we're just being hypocrites. Are they really hurting anyone? No.
No, but I mean,
If
like,
they think
just-
the earth is flat, I guess.
Also,
whatever,
believe
but-
science, though.
Yes. Well. I mean, that's a real hard sell to push to some people over the realm of a bunch of stuff.
Lordy. Well, like I mentioned, I'm rewatching Buffy, and I got Amy listen to this podcast. If you're a fan of the podcast Morbid, which I really wasn't, but I'm going to try now because I'm interested.
I mean, that's one of those that I listen to, like sporadically, like when I've listened to everything on the page.
Yeah, and you're like, what else?
For
what else is out
TCO,
here? Yeah. They have our new the Morbid ladies have a new podcast called The Rewatcher, and it's like two people like me and Amy, about a decade apart, and one has never seen Buffy, one's a super fan, and it's super fun.
Yeah, and they just cover one episode.
It's great.
Each.
It's
episode.
so funny.
It is great.
Yeah. So now I don't remember what episode I'm on, but I'm just like, oh
I'm
my
only
God,
on
I
two,
forgot. I forgot how much I love this.
I can't listen until I watched it.
Yeah.
And it's been a week.
Yeah, no, it's really
I probably should have just come home and watched Buffy every day. That could have been my... I had to go get my stupid labs redone, and they're like, oh, you still have an iron deficiency. And I'm like,
I'm taking my medicine, though.
My numbers went up, though. To me, that's promising. And I'm like...
Have you been bitten by a vampire?
Here's the thing. This is what's really sad. And this is... Whatever. Oh, God. Don't go get started on universal health care, you crazy liberal. But I don't want to get a scope done because I don't want to have to pay the deductible.
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
Again, I asked, what are they scoping? I think I asked this a couple episodes ago.
I don't even understand.
Just
they told me they can look, like, go down my throat and look something like in my stomach or something and tell why my body's not absorbing iron.
Weird.
But I'm like, does it matter? Like, what are you going to do?
Right. Can you do something about that?
Yeah.
In your stomach?
And I've been eating so much freaking meat. I'm so over it.
All the protein.
And my numbers really did go up. So
well, there you go. You're like, give me more
for
chance.
them to be like,
give me more
exactly.
of a chance.
And so I'm going to keep my consultation with the GI person, but I'm going to be like, listen. How important is this?
Right.
My numbers are,
Right. I'm going to have to pay $1,100 whatever out of pocket.
$2,000.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Why does it cost that much to stick something down your throat?
Well, that's just my deductible.
No, I know, but like, why do they have to charge so much?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I mean, the drugs are sweet that they give you, but it's not worth $2,000.
Don't let everyone's gonna think we're drug addicts.
Oh, great. Oh, God.
Our reputation
is not going to let us play together.
Our big reputation is really big reputation. Oh my God.
The sad thing is we try to pretend like we don't care and we care too much.
Well, who doesn't care?
Yeah.
I mean, you're lying.
Hurtful. It's hurtful.
hysterical. I love kids, and not in a weird way.
Right.
In like a perfectly normal way.
Nurturing, caring,
loving, motherly
acceptable way.
Right. I love kids in an acceptable way.
Yes.
Oh my God. So I totally know who Keaton's counselor is. Hi, if you're listening. Sorry,
Hi, Hillary. Thanks for listening.
Hillary, I'm not stalking you. But I followed the school, and then I saw they were doing these mock interviews, and then I saw that she commented. Now I really do sound like a stalker. She commented to someone's post and was like, thanks for coming. And I was like, oh, I bet that's a counselor. Click, because I'm like, who is she? And then I'm like, she looks super familiar. I know her brother.
Can we just talk about how you follow my kids' school social media way more closely than me?
Yeah, I really do.
Pictures of Keaton, and I had no idea they were on there. So I'm so thankful you sent it, because she looked like freaking Medusa in that one. It was amazing. She has so much hair.
It is
such
glorious.
a tiny person.
She's so tiny.
And she just got a haircut like 2 days
I think it's
before that.
amazing.
I do too.
I hope
but she was
yes.
like, she's like, well, that's embarrassing.
God.
And then we just laughed and laughed.
Sent her every picture that I see. I'm like, Keaton, look, you're the donut. Is that gluten-free? She's like, no, it's for the picture. I'm like, sorry. Silex, why would Silex have gluten-free donuts?
Friendship Farm's here. I keep meaning to go check it out and get her something.
It looks so cute.
Maybe we'll swing by there today.
Maybe
I don't know if
we
they'll
will.
have much of a selection left by the time we shut our freaking donut holes and go. But see what I did there?
Wow. Comedy geniuses. Oh my God. So, hi, Hillary. So nice of you to listen.
Yeah. Oh, Miranda,
get out of town.
Miranda,
you're so nice.
Made Friday the 13th gifts for us.
This is so cute.
We don't deserve her.
We really, the world doesn't deserve
amazing.
Her. And how did she know I love a bath? Miranda, are you stalking me now? I'm stalking Hillary. You're stalking me. This is about to come full circle. Now I'm going to start stalking Miranda.
I'm really left out. I need to
get in the stalking circle. I shouldn't make jokes about stalking after my week.
Yeah, no kidding. Chris got us Lindor
truffles.
I don't even want to break into them because I bought a bunch of Lindors to put in our candy dish at home. And I literally ate every single one of them.
How do you not? Which are your favorite?
Which I blame my family. I'm like,
extra dark, caramel, white, dark, or
I honestly
extra dark. Whoa!
I don't not like any of them. They're so creamy.
I know. What's the middle? What is that made of? Why is it
good.
So creamy in the middle?
I don't know.
What is happening?
You've seen the commercial. The guy is wearing like
this
legit,
guy.
Yes, well, I was going to say wearing a legit baker's hat and like swirling in
with this weird, beautiful whisk.
Yeah,
he's overfilling that though. Like that's going to overflow, right?
Well, he's still going to put the top on it.
Why does this man look like Ben Stiller? It's Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller has a side hustle. He's a Lindor chocolatier.
What's the commercial where they like open this door and it's like the chocolate room? I don't know, where they...
That's Willy Wonka.
No.
Well, they do have a chocolate like river Willy Wonka.
I know. I was just telling my kids about that the other day and they were like, that sounds creepy. I'm like...
Is that the one that kids drown in that? No.
Yes, and gets sucked into something. Okay. Yes. Yeah, that movie is weird.
Ronald turns into the big blueberry.
I can never say his name.
Roald Dahl.
Roald. That is not a... I was going to say Roland. Or Ronald.
Well, a lot of people do mispronounce it and call him Roland Dahl. And I'm just sit there and like bite my tongue. Like, shut up, you pretentious hag. Do not.
Yeah.
It's Roald Dahl.
He's got a really, he's probably passed by now, a really interesting imagination. Mm-hmm. I read that book to Rory and she was like, Mom. I'm like,
I'm scared.
Just deal with it, okay? Violet Beauregard had it coming. She's a brat. Anyway, my topics for this episode next week are not even paranormal.
I think both of mine, maybe. I took a little inspiration. I'll just go ahead and jump in with my first one. For this week and next week. The fact that we're going to Texas in October. Oh. So I'm doing 2 stories from Texas.
Yeehaw! I don't know.
Yeah.
That felt right.
Either. No, that's not. There's...
What?
I think Austin is probably one of the coolest towns in the world. Or
Seems
in the
like
United
it.
States.
Wow. Really putting out some big claims.
It does look really cool.
Yeah. And it's full of weird
that's not where my
people.
story happens, but...
Oh, where'd that come from?
I just think of, when I hear Austin, it just seems very eclectic.
Is that the Keep Austin Weird? Is that their claim, or is that Seattle?
That's Portland, isn't it?
Keep Portland Weird? Wheeled?
I don't
turning
know.
into Baba Wobbles. Bless your heart.
Keep
Rest
someplace
in,
weird.
Rest in peace.
Keep everything weird, please.
Oh my God. I can't believe I forgot to tell you this. I'm reading Prince Harry's book, Spare.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
We saw it at Target the other day. Keaton's like, it's okay. Whitney's good. We're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
Whitney's going to let us read it when
It's
she's
so
done.
good. I'm about halfway through, spilling all the tea.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I can't wait.
Prince Harry, you're a glorious, beautiful man. He is really losing his hair. God bless. Poor thing.
Harold?
Yeah.
Why?
No, his name is Henry.
I know, but didn't they call the family calls him
Harold and then Has and Harry. I'm like, why? Your name is Henry, sir. Like King Henry.
The
monarchy's so confusing.
It really is. I don't understand it.
Very strange. And it's so weird because he would like be in class and they're like, why don't you, in history class, and they're like, why don't you know this? This is literally your family. And he's like, I don't know.
That's a lot of family history to remember. I can go back to like my grandparents. Okay,
I know.
so back off.
Right.
Poor guy. That's so much pressure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's so good. Pick it up at your local book dealer.
Yes.
Book dealer?
I mean, they're
on.
kind of my kind of. I have an
I know.
addiction. I have a problem. God,
just-
I love books. If I could just like live in a room. I was just talking to one of the counselors at work the other day. Like our little halftime counselor comes in, and we were both in agreement. Like her dream job is working at like the Starbucks at Barnes and Noble. Like what a life! Like coffee, books. Like every time you get
But
a break,
I want
you
it to
just
be
go
like
get a book.
empty.
Well, yeah.
I hate customers.
I feel like the Starbucks at Barnes and Noble is never hopping.
Yeah, no.
Not like the normal Starbucks.
No.
And it's gotten
No.
exponentially worse in Wentzville now because they're renovating Target, and so Starbucks there is shut down.
Yeah, Starbucks in Wentzville is like
It's
a mess.
always backed up.
I'm like, can you
Although,
fix that?
anyone who lives in the area, fun fact, Lulu's Shaved Ice now serves coffee and donuts.
In Wentzville.
And their drive-thru, yeah, in Wentzville. So, and I don't mean just like, like
rinky-dink coffee.
Little diner coffee. They have lattes. They have
nice.
iced coffees. They have
So get you
the whole
some.
spiel. I haven't been yet because one of my former students works there, so I keep trying to figure out. She sends me her schedule, and I'm like, crap, I can't go this week.
That's
at
so
those
cute.
Times, but
I'm here. Are you
keep trying.
coming?
I'm going to come see you. But anyways, yeah, and that's.
I love
They
that.
need another coffee place in Wentzville desperately. So
Starbucks needs to build a new building.
100%.
Anyway, no one cares.
I love Starbucks, but honestly, it's not the best coffee I've ever had. So
I hate
whatever.
coffee. I know.
I love freaking coffee.
Shoot me.
so
Everyone's
much.
like, God, appalled.
If it weren't for coffee, I'd probably never poo again. So I enjoy it, and it keeps me regular. All right. So, anyways, again, no one cares. So
About your
I'll get
bowel.
one red one.
About your bowel
my
movements.
bowels. Or maybe they do. If you do, thanks. That's really thoughtful of you.
It just keeps people up at
I love
night.
how we're both going to eat chocolate together too, so we can just whatever.
Ben Stiller made this
Yeah,
chocolate,
right.
okay?
It's not like we're getting paid for this.
They don't even, it just looks like a boobie.
It really does.
It has like a,
It's a little hole that they plug up. It's like my cupcakes for my mastectomy party.
it's like a little, and this side has a divot. Anyway, sorry everyone.
It's like my thigh.
Right. That's the truth. From
Okay, so I am going to be talking about the haunted Menger Hotel in San Antonio. That's all I know about this. I went no further.
the name.
Yes. It wasn't on our spreadsheet, so we're good.
There you go. We have a spreadsheet, you all.
This is from Legends of America. We've been here before.
That's a great website.
Do I have an author? I don't see an author. Maybe it'll be at the end. Let me see. No, apparently this article just wrote itself.
Spooky.
Perfect. So, on the National Register of Historic Places, the I guess Menger, Menger, Menger,
Menger.
Manger, I don't know.
Pick one and go with it.
I will. And then I'll say it differently every single time.
We're fine with that.
That's what I do.
We're not judging you.
Okay. So, this hotel is one of Texas's best known and oldest hotels, continuing to cater to travelers today. The hotel is also said to be home to several resident ghosts.
Ooh. Why do we do such losers?
The hotel was opened by William Menger on February 1st, 1859, on the site of Menger's Brewery, the first brewery in Texas. That's a hard word to say.
It is. And like, why were
There's so many R's?
Yes, it's very too hard.
Said to have been the finest hotel west of the Mississippi River, it once hosted such notables as Sam Houston, Generals Robert Lee and Ulysses S. Grant, and Presidents McKinley, Taft, Eisenhower, and Roosevelt,
Wow.
Babe Ruth, and Mae West. What a cast of characters.
What? So random.
It really is.
What is Mae West famous for? She an actress?
I think she was an actress. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
I was also imagining a gunslinger. I don't know why.
Well, that's Annie Oakley.
Isn't there a West too? Go on.
The Wild West? I don't know. Maybe Mae West was a gunslinger. I don't. Not a whole lot of female
No,
gunslingers.
she's an actress.
Okay.
She's played in such movies as She Done Him Wrong.
Oh, no, her didn't.
That sounds great. She done did him wrong, girl. Wow, she was born in 1893. Look at her. Okay, now that I see her face, wait, what is this? She played in her own plays, including Sex. Like, what?
Look at her. She was ahead of her time. I like
For which she was arrested.
Oh, God.
For simply writing that play.
May, you are our people.
Calm down, everyone.
The patriarchy was
God.
real strong.
She wrote a play about sex and gets arrested.
Yeah.
What's the crime here? Indecent writing? This writing is very...
dirty penmanship. God only knows.
She started as a child star in vaudeville. She's very interesting. She done did him wrong. She also starred in My Little Chickadee. Movie titles, they're funny.
They really are. I used to get up at like 3 a.m. when I was like, I don't know, a kid, and just watch all those old black and white movies.
I'm sorry, one more. She also played in Sextet. What?
Isn't that just like a group of 6 people? Right? Like you have a quartet, it's 4 people singing. A sextet would just be 6 people singing, right?
They're like, this is a double entendre. People will think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe. Anyway, she was in Mr. Ed.
Oh, a horse is a horse, of course.
We are the biggest losers.
We really are.
No, this is why we don't have friends,
It has
Amy.
nothing to do with our political beliefs or our podcast.
Or human right belief.
Yeah.
God. Oh, sorry, people should have rights. It's so outrageous.
It really is. Go back to your kitchen, Whitney. God.
Damn, I forgot my apron. Go back to my kitchen.
I don't know, that was like the most
it's good. It's
sexist
good.
thing I
It's
could
really
think of to
good.
throw at you there.
Yeah, it really cut deep. I hate my kitchen. I just
I'm
hate
the only
being
one
in
who
it.
cleans it. It's so frustrating.
I know.
Why
are there so
so
many
neat and
dishes?
organized? And I got up this morning and there was just like a bunch of duck heads lined up on my kitchen counter. I'm like,
What?
why is this
Like
my life?
literal?
No, like
Oh.
Jamie does taxidermy, so you buy like these duck heads that you
Put the skin
they're
over?
like the form, yeah.
Oh,
with the
okay.
eyes and all. And I'm just like,
Well, that's better. I
they
thought
were
like...
lined up according to size, and I'm like, why are these here?
And Jamie can line things up according to size. Wow.
He was always the last in line. Gary doesn't listen.
When Amy and I inevitably get divorced from our husbands because they hate us because we're so mean to them, we'll go live our golden girl life.
They're so tired of their friends letting anyone come around us, so we might taint their beliefs.
or start a ritual. I was like throwing sage on people.
I was going to say, I have sage. I have a bundle of sage and some tarot cards in my house. The Britney Spears tarot. Oh my God, she has Britney Spears tarot cards. Run! Burn her! Burn crosses on her lawn. Do something.
Burn her at the stake. Well, if they burn
we 100% would have been burned at the stake. So thank God, I guess, that we don't live then.
Yeah, for sure. If you were being burned at the stake, though, I'd definitely bring a stereo, and I would be like, with a taste of you. It would just be Britney Spears playing. I mean, if I couldn't save you.
Well, I was going to say, I would help you to bring like a fire extinguisher.
I mean, if the options were save you or play Britney Spears, I'd obviously save you.
Okay, thanks.
But, if I couldn't, for some reason, I don't know what the scenario, why I can't. They chopped off my arms. So I have no...
Pee on it. Pee on the fire.
Yeah, okay. I'm just like getting burned too. Trying to squat on you. God, what am I talking?
I don't know.
Keaton's counselor is listening. She's like, no letters of recommendation for
you
me.
would pee on me if I were burning.
I would pee on you even if you weren't burning. If you were
stung by a jellyfish.
Yes. If my pee was the antidote to any issue you had, I've got you.
If that's not friendship, I don't know.
I've got you. I'd hope you could forget this situation. The image of me peeing on you. God, what is...
Okay.
People listen to this. This is not just us in a room.
We don't need anything other than ourselves to ostracize ourselves.
I know, and I'm like, Amy, why do people think I'm weird? And then this is what I say.
It's just your personality. It's nothing else.
Oh my God.
Which is fine. If you become weird to the point you don't want to be around me or have me, I don't want you around me either. So there.
Frightens
Tip
you.
for tat, fool.
If it frightens you or you're afraid for your children to be around me.
Then grow up, first of all, because there's way scarier crap happening in this world.
Like serial killers, for one.
Right there, top of the list.
Yes, I'm just at home in my bed constantly, horizontal reading Spare by Prince Harry.
Exactly.
Okay, I am harmless.
Yes. Your children probably won't even see me if they come to my house because I'm in. I think a lot of people think maybe I'm like Grandpa Joe and can't get out of bed.
You are Grandpa
bedridden.
I am covered in Cheeto dust.
And I know I've talked about this before. The absolute worst was when Breck and his girlfriend delivered my birthday gift to me in bed. I don't know that I've ever been more mortified.
You're like, can you please give me 1 minute to get out of...
I actually can't get up. My legs work.
I choose not to up in bed, or were you completely like...
I was completely down. I was probably on my side. Why sat up when they came in?
You're just still laying down, opening the present.
I like to lay on my side, snuggling like a big king-size pillow and watch TV. Great. Okay?
Yeah, no,
like,
I am not. If anyone
it costs $0 for me to do that.
If there is anyone who's not judging you, it's me.
If I can't have a new freaking kitchen table, you better bet I'm gonna lay in there until my mattress can't even like recoil from.
You have to have it removed with people in biohazard suits.
Because I have melted into the mattress.
Oh, God. It's so dark. Oh, God.
Anyways.
We would be friends with the morbid girls.
For sure.
They're weird,
We'd be friends with anybody. That's the point.
Yeah. Unless you're mean.
Yeah, well, yeah. But we would still give you a chance, and then you would be mean. Then we'd be like, never mind.
Never mind. Okay. We will not share our chocolate with you.
Shall we get back to the Menger?
What are we talking about? Yes, please,
Let's
God.
Get back to the Menger
please,
Hotel.
God, take us back there. This is so humiliating. I said, just go. Can't even talk. I'm having a stroke.
I thought you were going to say, Jesus, take the wheel.
Also that. Jesus, take all my wheels.
I saw a meme for that one. They're like, I think Jesus would be the last person I'd have to take the wheel because cars weren't invented for like 2,000 more years.
He's like, what is this thing? What do I do with this? What's a wheel?
Flintstone's car. I don't think Jesus needs to be in charge of that. I'm
actually now asking if the wheel was invented. Yes, it was. There were wagons.
Yeah, they had the donkeys and things.
Oh my God.
Okay. Menger, a German immigrant. We eventually circle back around to it. We arrived in San Antonio in the early 1840s and operated a brewery with Charles Philip Deegan at the site. In 1857, he decided to build a hotel to accommodate the many carouses who frequented his brewery. Soon, he hired local architect John M. Fries. What a great name. F-R-I-E-S.
I love it.
Fries. That was probably pronounced Fries.
Love Fries. Fries are great.
To design the 2-story cut stone building, which featured abundant classical detail.
Abundant.
Lots. The hotel was so successful that Menger immediately made plans to build an addition between the hotel and his brewery. Construction on a 46-room annex began in August 1858 and was completed the following year. The hotel featured a tunnel opening off the basement through which Menger led groups of selected guests on tours of the adjacent brewery. Oh, so it's like a little tunnel.
And that's fun. And then you can get drunk at the brewery and walk back to your hotel.
Yeah. Nobody got run over by a horse and buggy or anything.
No. Super safe.
Menger died at the hotel.
Oh, God.
In March 1871, and his widow and son took over the management. When the Civil War and Reconstruction were over, especially after the railroad arrived in 1877, the Menger became the best-known hotel in the Southwest.
Whoa.
Woo.
How do they know these things?
I don't know.
Was there a survey put out?
Maybe.
Maybe so.
The census.
Good one, Amy.
What other kind of survey could they have ever had back then?
Good old census.
Did they do a census back then?
Amy's known for her census.
I love it when you get the census stuff in the mail too. It's like, if you don't fill this out, you will go to prison.
I know.
It's like, oh God,
calm down. Can't you all just take like a show of hands?
Dear government, don't act like you don't know everything about everything that goes on inside this house. Give me a freaking break.
Right. Just track everyone's phone and you'll know how many people live in their house.
Exactly.
You know my median income.
Exactly. You know I've been on the market for some new slippers.
Right. You know the status of my bowels. For Amy's bowels.
Well, after her morning coffee. That's, you can set your watch to that. So it was praised for the cuisine offered in the colonial dining room.
I do
which
love
included
cuisine.
such specialties as wild game, mango ice cream.
That's very random.
Yes.
Wild game. Which
and
type?
mango ice cream.
Where do they get a
Maybe
mango?
all the wild game.
Where do they get mangoes from? In Texas.
Well, they probably just
imported them.
Yeah, shipped.
But think about how long that would take.
Well,
anyway, I have many questions. Go on.
Snapper soup made from turtles caught in the San Antonio River.
No. Nope, that's a hard no.
Turtle soup?
Ew. Like, I know people eat turtles, and that's fine, but that's just not for me.
No. I've had alligator before. It wasn't
How was
bad.
that?
It wasn't bad.
Is it like jerky? I imagine
No,
it
it was like
tough.
it was fried like chicken. It was alligator on a stick.
I think
so it was kebabbed.
Whoa.
We had it at like Twain on Main or something in Hannibal. Carter wanted to try it, so I'm like, fine,
Well, yeah, you
I'll
got to try it. I got Kyle some jerky that was different weird, and they had alligator jerky.
Well, sometimes when I tell people when we fry fish, we fry frog legs, they look at me like I'm insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? No,
That's very common around here.
So, well, don't they have like frog legs at a lot of like Chinese restaurants?
Oh, maybe.
I
feel like so.
I mean, is that an actual Chinese cuisine?
Probably
or is
not.
that just another version of us Americanizing?
Well, like our random Chinese buffets around here where you're like,
Chinese
what
food.
is this? What is this assortment?
But you can peel the orange chicken from my cold dead hands.
I mean,
don't you take it from me?
Oh, man. Mix that with some rice, and I'm just like...
I've been making that at home because you can buy the Panda Express orange sauce at the grocery store.
And then you just cook like popcorn chicken?
I put popcorn chicken in the air fryer, and then I buy like...
Shut up! You just changed my life!
Yeah, and then you can buy like the little individual Minute Maid rice things. You just put them in the microwave for 1 minute.
Oh my
I'm just like,
God.
do mix it all up, and I've got
you're welcome.
Panda Express right there in my own home.
I mean, every so often, like once a month, I'll be driving home from St. Charles and be like, Kyle, you want Panda Express? And he's like, yes! And we spend like $30 on chicken.
Treat yourself, girl.
I know. YOLO.
Well, now you know.
Okay.
You can buy that sauce at
That's
Target,
amazing.
Walmart, anywhere, really.
Okay, well, that's happening
And it's really good.
this weekend.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
I know our air fryer died last week when I was getting ready to make it, but then we have like 4 still in the box.
Oh, why?
Because when Brecken would have like leftover money on his meal plan at school, you could shop at like their little market. That he would just...
They have a market with air fryers?
Yeah.
For people to like take to their dorms or whatnot?
And you can use your... Like, you can use your meal plan money at Starbucks. You can use it at the market. You can use it, obviously, any of the dining halls. But if you don't use it, you lose it.
Right.
So I'm like, that's why I have 1,000 cups from Starbucks. These, like, all these little insulated
I'll get my mom
cups.
this.
Yeah, he brought me home like a giant bag. I still like,
and you're like, do you know how much I
give him
paid
as
for
gifts?
these?
Like
oh yeah, that's smart.
But I mean, it's my money. Like I paid for it.
Yeah, but did you want all those? You know,
I'm using them.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than losing it. So.
Exactly. Because
meal plans,
what a seal like runs, breaks and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, no one cares. Why are we like this? So, an east wing was added in December of 1881. Again, this is why people don't like us. We
title of the episode: Why are we like this?
Exactly. God. Herman Kampman became manager in 1887 and supervised the installation of a new bar, a replica of the tap room in the House of Lords Club in London. The solid cherry bar, cherry-paneled ceiling, French mirrors, and gold-plated spittoons were the marvels of San Antonio.
And what is that? Where you just spit?
Yeah,
with your tobacco?
Chewed tobacco.
Nasty. Think about that.
We have to go see the spittoons.
They're gold-plated. Then they're just covered in tobacco spit.
Yeah, gross. What a waste of resources. The beer was chilled by the Alamo Madre Ditch.
Don't even know what that means.
Passed through the hotel courtyard. Oh, so probably like a natural spring or something, maybe?
I meant to say spring, but I said string.
My dad had a natural spring that ran on his property, and he'd always keep watermelons in it. So when the kids would come over, he'd just let them cut open the watermelon, and it would be ice cold. So good.
Brew, what a genius.
Wasn't he though?
I love a little spring.
Yeah.
You know? My dream as a child was to have a house with like a creek running through it, which like isn't very logical.
Well, when I was a child, you just got on your bike and left and had to be home by the time the street lights came on. And we'd spent many a summers at the creek.
Yeah. I'm surprised I never got like bit by a snake, honestly.
Yeah. Or the train bridge. We'd go to the train bridge, which had like...
No, ma'am.
A creek. And it was like, you'd be on the train tracks and hear a train come. It's like, well, either you jump or you die.
That's like the Delphi murder situation.
It really is, but... Whatever. It was a small town.
I mean, it was
the 80s. No one was supervising children.
No one cared about kids.
No. And yet we lived. Imagine that.
Some of you did.
Yes. So it ran through there. Like spring, like my father chilled watermelons in.
So just putting all the beer down
through the hotel courtyard. Mint juleps were served.
It went through the courtyard. Okay, this is my dream.
You know what they drink at the Kentucky Derby?
Mint juleps? That sounds nasty.
Were served in solid silver tumblers, and hot rum toddies came to have wide renown. I went, hot toddy.
I'm not about these drinks. No. I need like a Bloody Mary. That's my jam.
I don't like Bloody Marys.
No.
I hate tomato juice.
Oh, I love it. A little salt.
Yeah, I'll just take a glass of wine. We have so many bottles.
We just
of wine
don't even drink. I mean, I really rare.
Like I put a bottle of wine in the fridge, and Jamie's like, "Oh, we're gonna drink." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm New Year's Eve. I'm gonna have a couple glasses of wine."
Jamie's like,
"I was in bed at 6:30 p.m. Who are we kidding?"
Jamie's like, "Yes, it's happening."
Finally, she's gonna lighten up a little bit. No, I'm not.
No, good night. You're
sorry,
horizontal.
This Buffy isn't gonna watch itself later. Theodore Roosevelt first visited the Menger in 1892 on a javelina hunt. He returned.
What?
I have no idea. Where is he hunting with a javelin?
Isn't a javelin? Isn't it like a pig?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you click on
is
it?
that how it was pronounced? No, I didn't.
It's like a
Javelina.
Well, you can highlight it. Never mind. That's not in there. No, bless you. I feel like it's a pig.
Oh, so you want me to like Google it? Gotcha.
Javelina. No, not JavaScript.
Oh, that's
it's a little pig.
Oh, okay.
Medium-sized pig-like hoofed mammal.
I thought he was hunting with the javelin.
Well, that'd be freaking badass. Really we're like, damn, Teddy Roosevelt.
I find
Here she is.
Oh, those are the kind of pigs that like kill people.
It's like boorish. Yeah. Oh, here's one with this little baby.
Oh, don't kill the poor pigs.
Pigs
That's
are
terrifying that
those
just run around in the wild, though.
Here's
with
some
like
guy
those
that
tusks that can like impale you.
Yeah. This guy killed it with a crossbow. I don't know about that.
So anyways, he returned to recruit his Rough Riders at the hotel in 1898. And in 1905, he was back for a banquet. Well, he just really loved the Menger. In 1909, the hotel was again enlarged with an addition to the south side. Architect Alfred, no one cares about
it is Javelina.
Can we get to the ghosts, please?
I did Google that.
In addition to its significance as a historical landmark, the Menger offers unparalleled amenities, including the famous Colonial Room restaurant and the Menger bar.
So is it still this nice? Because you know how, like, sometimes it's like, it's not this nice anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
It has 316 guest rooms and suites. Many rooms overlook the Alamo pool or Alamo Plaza.
I'm sorry. What is it look? What is the Alamo look? I thought that was a war. Like, how do you overlook?
Well, it's where the war took place. It was at the Alamo.
Is there like an archway? I feel like there's an archway.
Like something they hid behind.
They're like, it's an archway from the.
Isn't that the only thing left, too?
I'm gonna Google that too. We are so dumb. It's embarrassing.
Oh, they all retain the furniture, art, and accessories from the hotel's earlier days, including 4-poster beds, velvet-covered Victorian sofas and chairs, marble-top tables, and period wall coverings. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so there's like a whole building with an archway. That's what we're like. I was imagining this archway though when I hear the Alamo.
I feel like that's been restored though.
Yeah, exactly.
As to its resident ghosts, here we go.
Yes.
The historic Menger Hotel is said to be called home to regularly visited by some 32 different entities.
Whoa.
Seemingly, they don't mind sharing the old hotel with the living as they pleasantly go about their business. The Menger's most famous spiritual guest is former President Teddy Roosevelt.
I knew it. He is busy. He's always
he haunts all sorts of places.
Everywhere.
Here in the Menger Bar, Roosevelt recruited hard-living cowboys fresh from the Chisholm Trail to his detachment of Rough Riders.
Not DMX's Rough Riders.
No,
it's
Teddy's
different.
Rough Riders.
It's like similar but different.
Yeah. I wonder if Teddy had like a DMX voice. You know, he has that real
Rough Riders. What is? Oh dang! What does DMX say?
Rough Riders. Something. What does he say?
Gonna get you. I don't know.
We're
so lame. That was like the most geriatric thing I've ever seen happen. That was so embarrassing. We're like, Rough Riders, something, coming for you. Like as if DMX was freaking hardcore. Earl Simmons was hardcore. Rest in peace. Don't do cocaine.
No, that's not good.
What did he say? I can hear his song. Stop! Drop! Shut him down. Something. Okay, anyways.
Reportedly, Teddy would sit at the bar. As the cowboys came in, he would cheerfully offer them a free drink or several as he worked his recruiting strategy upon the unsuspecting cowpoke. Did Teddy have a risque side? Is he into cowboys?
Is he the one who had some sort of illness? Polio? Was it him? Why do I imagine him walking with
I think so, because he's
something.
He's the one the teddy bear was named after.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I'm going through my list of facts I know about Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, in her file of facts of information.
Were there two Roosevelts?
Teddy and Eleanor. And yes, there's another one. God. Franklin.
Yeah.
God, where'd that come from?
Teddy was the one.
I'm a freaking genius.
With polio, I think.
Okay, someone had polio.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why is he in his own Rough Riders crew? You know? Or not? He's like, you all are doing this. Yeah, I'm going to stay over here. I was a president.
At the bar and drink.
I was a president.
So it says many sobered up the next morning to find themselves on their way to basic. Oh my God, they were so drunk they didn't even know what they were doing. They were like, I'll join the military.
That feels wrong, Teddy. Yeah, totally. That's who I was imagining. His little glasses that don't have earpieces. How is that on your face? Because it's not just... Oh, or is that a monocle? Or is there two?
No, there's two.
Okay.
But he's just wearing it as one would wear a monocle.
Does he have to squint to keep that on his face? To squeeze your eyes shut?
Unless it just fits on your nose super snugly, but that just sounds uncomfortable.
Why wououldn't you just get the earpieces? Do they not have that then?
Maybe not.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
We've had so many inventions in our lifetime, or not in our lifetime, but prior to our lifetime. Glasses are just, I know I'm old, but the glasses frame predates me, okay?
I saw something on social media the other day that was like, what's the one thing about the apocalypse that keeps you up at night? And the lady was like, losing my glasses. Because the truth. And I was like, same. I would not be able to see at all. No. Like, my contacts dried up and fell out. My glasses were broke. I'm like literally blind.
The only reason I don't have mine on at this moment is because I've got it all blown up.
There you go.
All right, so they sobered up next morning, find themselves on their way to basic military training at Fort Sam Houston before joining the Spanish-American War. Over the years, Roosevelt has reportedly been seen drinking at the dark little bar room off the main lobby. The most often cited spiritual guest is a woman named Sally White. Long ago, Sally was a chambermaid who worked within the hotel. And one night, after an argument with her husband, she had stayed overnight. I feel you, Sally. He wouldn't like get a new kitchen table, would he? The next day, her husband threatened to kill her.
Well, whoa! If Jamie does that, let me know.
And it was in the 1800s.
Blink twice if you already did.
Probably like, well, it's your fault, Sally.
Ugh.
And sometime later, on March 28th, 1876, he attacked her inside the hotel. Badly injured, she held on for 2 days before dying of her injuries. According to the hotel's ledgers, it paid for her funeral for $32.
What?
Well, I mean, at least they covered her funeral. That was nice.
$32?
Oh, God, I can't even get them to answer the phone at the funeral home now for $32.
No, we should open a funeral home. I mean,
no,
then
it's against everything I stand.
I know. Then I immediately regretted it and wanted to take it back after I said that.
Today, Sally apparently continues to perform her duties within the Victorian wing of the hotel. She's been seen numerous times wearing an old long gray skirt and a bandana around her forehead. Also, no, that was Tupac. A uniform common during her era. Primarily appearing at night, Sally is generally seen walking along the hotel hallways carrying a load of clean towels for the guest. Poor Sally.
Oh, she's still working.
Yeah, just
God.
Stop it. God. If I am still putting away laundry, I don't want any part of that.
That's like a form of hell
come
to us.
sage my house. If you see my spirit putting away towels,
you just look so sad. You're like, I can't even eat a
skirt.
Can't even wear.
Or in my case, my long gray sweatpants, and my t-shirt with holes in it. Just sage everything.
Ghosts just aren't as romantic anymore.
No,
we don't wear anything. We're just, I do wear a nightgown occasionally.
In the summertime, I will when it's really hot.
I wore a nightgown last night because I don't have any clean sweatpants. It's real sad in my house right now. Anyway, my nightgown.
No, just imagine you with one of those flannel ones with the real high collar, with the lace. Yeah.
I'm so cold.
You're like,
this one's literally just like a t-shirt, but very long. But the brand name is Ho Touch, which I think is so funny. Ho Touch. It's the least sexy thing you've ever imagined.
Unless you're into that, then it's the most sexy thing.
Ew, and I'm like, get back.
No touch is what it should say.
No touch. Yes, that's good. Good one, Amy. That was good, though. I'm not being facetious. No, I'm not. I'm really not. Because it was funny. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Just funny. Ho touch. Ho touch. Also, don't call me a hoe.
No.
It's freaking rude.
Or touch me.
Right.
Both of those things.
Just ignore me. Pretend like I don't.
Pretend I am the ghost putting away the towels. Please. Let me be.
Pretend I'm... God. I'm sorry, I'm slowly descending into madness.
Oh, well.
I have so much spit in my mouth. I'm not sure why.
I'll join you there. It's fine. Another apparition that is often reported is that of Captain Richard King, the one-time owner of one of the largest ranches in the world, the King Ranch. A frequent visitor to the Menger Hotel, he had a personal suite within the hotel during his lifetime. When he learned of his impending death from his personal physicians, Captain King spent the last months of his life, wrote his will disposing of his great wealth, and bade farewell to his friends and his suite at the Menger. On April 15th, 1885, King's funeral was held in the Menger's parlor. Today, the room in which he stayed is called the King Ranch Room. He is often seen entering his old room, going right through the wall where the door was once located before it was remodeled. Display cases and photographs on the walls of the first floor lobbies provide a glimpse into the Mengers' colorful past. Another ghostly spirit of a woman is often spotted sitting in the original lobby of the historical hotel, wearing an old-fashioned blue dress, small wire-framed glasses, and a tasseled beret.
What?
It has a tassel on it. I was thinking tousled. Like, who tassels their beret?
It's real just haphazard.
Yes.
But still, even a tasseled beret is weird. It's like graduation cap
what are those
style.
People, again, that we always laugh about?
doing?
What are the people? The Shriners.
What are those people we always laugh about? That is shameful.
That is shameful.
Shame on us.
They actually do really good work.
I know, just because they drive tiny cars and with a monkey. Why do I've never seen one with a monkey, but in my mind they have a tiny monkey.
Because there's a picture of a monkey. Because the monkeys always wear those hats.
Yes, they should have a monkey on their shoulders while they're driving those tiny cars.
So anyway, she has her tasseled beret in her hair, and she sits quietly knitting.
Oh.
On one occasion, a staff member stopped to ask her, "Are you comfortable? May I get you something?" Only to be answered with an unfriendly no.
Whoa.
Or the woman disappeared.
Rude.
Yeah. Well,
she's like, I can't eat.
I mean, you're wearing a tassel beret and knitting in the afterlife. I'd be like, shut up, Sue. Go clean the other
She's like, I just want a snack and I can't eat.
Another guest reported emerging from the shower to see an apparition dressed in a buckskin jacket and gray pants, who was busy having a heated conversation with an unseen presence. The entity demands to know, are you gonna stay or are you gonna go? 3 times before vanishing.
That's the song.
Yeah, should I stay or
should I go?
No,
Who sings that? I don't know.
I don't either.
Okay. Well, is
it yes or is it no?
That'd be funny if he was singing that.
Yeah.
Heatedly.
Other entities have been known to help in the kitchen area.
Oh. That's like how...
Yeah,
that's funny. Like, what?
I wish that would help me in my kitchen area.
That's
That'd be great.
just working, Amy said.
I woke up this morning I ran the dishwasher. When I got home from work, I say a dishwasher full of clean dishes and then a sink full of dirty dishes. I'm like, I hate everyone here.
Again, why we should just live together when we're old. And pay someone to do our dishes.
I hate the way fried foods make my house smell. I fried tenderloins last night for the fam because I'm a good person.
Yes.
Yeah, but no one wants to. That's what ticks me off. Like, if I do the cooking, you clean it up.
Yeah.
Wouldn't kill you.
But
Jamie's version of cleaning up is like dumping the oil and then like putting Dawn dish soap in the pan and running some more and then just sitting it in the sink.
Yeah, you're like, so tomorrow you're going to clean that?
That doesn't magically. And then he knows when I get up in the morning it's going to drive me crazy and I'm going to clean it.
He's got your number.
He does.
It's like you guys have been married for 20 years.
Yeah. 23.
23 years.
And a half.
And a half. Amy counts the days.
I get credit for that half.
She like scratches a line in her arm every day.
God, and I don't even ask for
She just wants a table.
Well, my table has survived 3 babies and a puppy that chewed all over it.
Which one? Your dining room or the one in your kitchen?
The one in the kitchen. It's like a bar.
Yeah.
I want just like a... I'm not even asking for my... I actually found a set on Amazon. It was Ashley Furniture. I get the table, the bench, and 2 chairs. Because I want a bench to scoot in so it's not... And then like the buffet thing too. To keep like my Keurig and all that on. Whole set. And since I have an Amazon card, I could make 5 monthly payments at 0% interest.
Right. So...
Like it was a win-win. Like I should have just... I even had it in my cart. I should have just freaking ordered it. But like I said, then he wouldn't help me put it together.
Well, then you'd call me because I'm good at doing stuff like that.
Yes,
and I would have been like, screw you, Jamie.
Watch this. And then he'd have to deal with you
I'll
at my house too.
Double
Jokes
win.
on you.
He just flips me off constantly. Hey, effer. I'm like, screw you, Jamie. God. So you're ridiculous. A tiny man with so much anger. And
that's spice. That's all she's got to say.
Just spicy anger. God.
And duck heads. So anyways, they helped in the kitchen area again, and then I just ran off with that. As various utensils have seemingly floated through the air.
Whoa.
Utensils are often seen transporting themselves from one area to another without the help of human hands. Yeah, I hope they're not knives.
Yeah, pokey things.
Adjacent to the Alamos, some of these ghostly visitors to the hotel are attributed to the many that died during the Battle of the Alamo. Heavy footsteps and kicking are often heard, and old military boots are spied by the guests and staff. Other spiritual guests are said to have been some of the many who have stayed there over the years, as well as those who were recruited into the Rough Riders. Though the number of entities counted at the historic Menger Hotel is high, all are said to be harmless to staff and visitors, doing nothing more than sometimes startling a guest or an employee. So, I don't know. I have another article, which this is really funny picture.
That's like a sexy ghost.
This one is from TexasMonthly.com, which you have to have a subscription to, or you're only allowed to look at it twice. So I just copied and pasted the whole freaking article.
It tricked you.
But I don't know if it has anything new.
Texas Monthly. I feel like we've heard that before from like MFM.
Tour the #1 barbecue joint in Texas. But there have been other guests at the Menger who are sometimes not as celebrated. They make spontaneous appearances, never bothering to call ahead for reservations, and seldom if ever staying the night.
They don't sleep.
Whatever. They arrive in the form of spirits. Okay, so I'm just trying to see if they have any like new spirits that we don't know. There are 2 rooms in the Menger into which some maids will enter only in pairs, like animals of Noah's Ark. We know what pairs are. They're talking about the King Richard King. I keep going to say King Richard.
King Richard King. Who's Richard?
Okay, none of these are new, so it's fine. Okay, the end. A reference no one gets, but that's okay.
Well, it's a reference they all get now because we say it every episode. But you're not doing it. The end.
That's right. Now I gotta
just get more chocolate.
Piece of chocolate.
Well, guys, this is what I'm doing today. It's a story that's not even paranormal. I'm really, really sorry, but it's a mystery.
No, she's not.
And you know, mysteries count. And I mean, I'm not getting paid for this, so it's not a real job. So who cares? I'm going to talk to you today about the haunting Hollywood mystery of aspiring actress Jean Spangler's disappearance. This article is from All That's Interesting by Neil Patmore and edited by Eric Hawkins from January 14th, 2023.
Hey.
That's like recent. In October 1949, Jean Spangler vanished without a trace, and some believe she may have fallen prey to mobster Mickey Cohen's henchmen, or the same killer who murdered the Black Dahlia, Elizabeth Short. Jean Spangler's enigmatic... Am I saying that right? Enigmatic. Enigmatic, thank you. Story was classic Hollywood noir.
This means she's an enigma.
She is an...
I'm an enigma wrapped in a riddle. And that's what Erica Jane's tagline was on the But I believe that's also a quote from like...
I know, and it's like, do you know what that means? I'm an enigma wrapped in a riddle. What else is she saying?
I don't know.
Okay. A young, beautiful actress suddenly disappears, leaving behind a purse containing an unsigned cryptic clue. The mystery then deepens when the note reveals references to a Dr. Scott and a Kirk. Who are these people?
Captain Kirk.
I know. And then we just see whatever that is. And then this woman putting lotion on her neck. Weird ads.
I need to start putting lotion on my neck.
I always forget. I just put like the leftover and it's never enough. When the actor Kirk Douglas... Now...
That's Michael Douglas's father.
Okay. I know. I was like, what is... And then I went to Kirk Cameron. I was like, is this related to Candace Cameron? Kirk.
Well, Kirk Cameron is related to Candace because they're brother and sister.
I know. Ugh, that family.
Yeah, they're problematic.
Okay, so
Oh, God, this is why people don't like us. They would be friends with Kirk and Candace.
Candace and her boobie. She's an enigma.
Wrapped in poo.
Well, it's like... Okay, anyway. Yeah, let your husband touch your boob. Like, we don't care. Put it on social media. Do you?
I spent half my life trying to make my husband not try to touch me. Like, no. I will go out of my way to even get to the kitchen so I don't have to walk past the recliner to have like, it's just such a
tap
like,
your butt
dad thing, like smacking your butt.
I know.
Not a dad.
Whoa! Hey, Hillary, go ahead and schedule an appointment.
Such a father of your children thing to do, I guess. Because I feel like single, or not single, but childless men probably don't behave like that.
Well, now Holden always does it to me, too. I'm like, God damn it, Kyle. He'll just be like, because I'm always, okay. I'm always like, oh, your booty bud. Do it to him because they're very little. His tiny butt's so funny and cute. And then he'll do it to me. Oh, did a booty butt. But he'll call it a big booty. And I'm like, Holden, rude. First of all, rude. Don't ever call a woman's butt big.
And that's in style now, Holden.
Yeah. Yeah, Holden.
Thanks
God.
to the Kardashians. Like,
but I still am, in my brain, I'm in the early aughts, you know?
I'm always going to have a big booty. It just is what it is.
It's who she's, it's
my destiny.
It's what we're working with, okay? It's my destiny.
It really is.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a hilarious turn of events. Thank you, Amy, for that.
You're welcome.
Comedic break. Why was I talking about smacking booties?
I don't even know.
Oh, Kirk Douglas and Kirk Cameron. The Kirks. We blame the Kirks. Okay, so this is Michael Douglas's dad. Got it. When the actor Kirk Douglas's name cropped up, the Los Angeles press and the tabloid scandal rags of the era latched onto the story of a missing Hollywood starlet, and rumors concerning Spangler's disappearance exploded. I don't think he had anything to do with it.
What's he?
Because in the letter in her purse it said Kirk. Like there's no other
Kirk. Could have been Captain Kirk. Maybe she was abducted by Star Trek.
That'd be sweet. Yeah. You're like, yes!
I could do if you had to keep doing
finally!
What if you had rheumatoid arthritis, though, and you couldn't do that sign?
The symbol.
Why do I want to do my fingers come towards my body?
Your fingers are bizarre. They go backwards.
I know. I'm so strange.
No, it's fine.
That's a hereditary
You have
thing.
nice fingers.
I have super long fingers.
I have, like, sausagey fingers. I wish
my fingers and my toes are
I wish
twins.
I had your fingers. I really do. Give them here. I'm going to sew them onto my fingers.
Every time there's a picture where I have my arm around someone and my fingers are it looks like...
Well, why are you doing this?
Well, no, like my arm's around them, so my hand comes over their shoulder. It just looks like Slender Man.
You can also put your
trying...
fingers together. Amy's fingers are
I'm terrible having my photo taken, okay?
Everything spreads and she gets ready to pose.
I vogue.
I know, I'm terrible at taking photos too. I'm not the person, neither are you, who's just like constantly taking selfies.
God, no.
No, God, no.
I take lots of pictures of my dog. and post those.
Now, she knows how to pose.
I update a profile picture once every 3 years.
Right.
Maybe.
Mine is just a professionally taken photo because I don't look like a total weirdo. Moving on, back to Kirk Douglas. Actually, it has nothing to do with him. So Jean Spangler, this poor lady, she was born in Seattle on September 2nd, 1923, and after graduating from a Los Angeles high school and finding work as a dancer, she set her sights on the Hollywood film industry. What a time to be alive. At 19, Spangler married manufacturer Dexter Benner, but filed for divorce just 6 months later, accusing him of cruelty. Ew, Dexter. Still, they continued an on and off relationship for 4 years, and she had a baby daughter later on. I don't know when. She officially divorced in 1946, and she became embroiled in a long and bitter custody battle over their daughter until she was awarded sole custody in 1948. That makes this all the more sad because she has a kid. That same year, Spangler's Hollywood dreams were slowly coming to fruition as she began picking up bit part appearances in Hollywood films. Her and her daughter had now moved into her mom's place in LA's Wilshire district, along with her brother and sister-in-law. What a little happy family. Spangler had been working on another small part in a musical drama set to be released in 1950 called Young Man with a Horn. Okay. The lead on that project was legendary actor Kirk Douglas. Oh.
So he does have
maybe
a connection.
He does have some. On October 7th, 1949, Jean Spangler finally became a household name, but it wasn't from a starring role. At 5 p.m., Spangler left home telling her sister-in-law that she was going out to meet her ex-husband, Brenner, who was a late who over a late child support payment. Then would head on to work for a night shoot. When Spangler failed to come home the following day, her distressed sister-in-law went to the Wilshire district of the LAPD to file a missing persons report. The police took down details, but were skeptical of her missing person status. Ugh.
Well, obviously the husband did it.
Right. Thinking the starlet had just gone out on a fling and would show up sooner or later. Yeah, no.
That is such a... Or with... Anytime it's like a younger person too. Oh, they just ran away. Yeah. It's like, oh my God. No, can we just... If I say someone is missing...
They're missing.
Investigate it.
Right.
Like, you don't have to like put your own spin on it, people.
Right.
Oh, that's infuriating.
The following day, her purse was found near the Ferndale entrance to Griffith Park with one end of the purse's double-handled handles ripped off, indicating a possible struggle. The purse's contents were still intact and undisturbed, but there was a puzzling handwritten note inside that intrigued detectives. It said, "Kirk, can't wait any longer. Going to see Dr. Scott. It will work out best this way while Mother's away." The note wasn't signed, and it ended in a comma, which led LAPD investigators to believe Spangler did not have time to finish writing it. Or she just put a comma instead of a period. On the day Spangler disappeared, her mother was indeed away, as the note suggested, visiting relatives in Kentucky. The note's discovery led to an extensive 60-man search of the Griffith Park area, but no additional evidence came to light. And so investigators began the process of reconstructing her final hours. Here's her purse and the letter.
Oh.
I know. Cute little purse.
Yeah, it really is.
Looks velvety.
That looks like stationery.
Yeah, this is legit, man. This is not printer paper, y'all.
No. You're going to see a ripped out, probably ripped down the middle sheet of notebook paper in my purse with my grocery list on it. That is it.
Right. Firstly, Spangler's ex-husband, Dexter Brenner, and his new wife confirmed they'd been together all evening. Well, of course she said that. Film studios also confirmed that no movies had been in production on the night of October 7th, so she wasn't going to a night shoot. She lied. Spangler was last seen at a farmer's market only a few blocks from her home by a clerk who said she appeared to be waiting for someone. Detectives had no viable suspects and just a cryptic Kirk to work off of until Kirk God, we just hate that guy. I'm blaming all crimes.
Blame all missing persons reports on Kirk Cameron?
He went off the deep end.
He probably forces them into his cult.
I thought you were going to say basement.
Well, that's probably where his cult happens.
Until Kirk Douglas himself phoned investigators from Palm Springs where he was vacationing. What a life. Douglas had heard news reports about the case and volunteered that a friend of his had reminded him that Spangler may have worked as an extra in his last film. So he didn't even know her? Didn't remember her? Okay.
I seriously doubt she'd be writing a letter to him, too.
Yeah. Douglas may have spoken to Spangler before, but barely remembered her, and he said he'd never been out with her. As investigators cleared Douglas, Spangler's mother also recalled her daughter talking of a Kirk that she knew around the sets, but couldn't recall any more than that, not even the studio involved. What is that? Oh, whatever studio she was at. A friend of Spangler's then shared that she had confided in her that she was pregnant just before her disappearance, leading investigators to believe that this Dr. Scott may have been lined up for an illegal abortion. Every doctor with the surname Scott was checked out in the LA area, but nothing came of it. A canvass of the Sunset Strip almost produced a potential suspect, a shady former medical student nicknamed Scotty, who...
Oh, God! Beat me up, Scotty! This really is Star Trek!
This is freaking Star Trek. A student nicknamed Scotty who frequented bars and clubs performing paid abortions. He's just a medical student. Yikes.
That's terrifying.
These were legal. You wouldn't have to get them from a random shady doctor. Pretend doctor, actually, at a bar or club. Investigators theorized that Spangler may have died due to complications resulting from an illegal abortion, but it didn't explain her damaged purse left in Griffith Park. It also came to light that Spangler had an affair with a man named Scotty, who'd been an Air Force lieutenant during her marriage. The man had allegedly acted violently toward her. But this poor woman. But his doctor claimed their affair... his lawyer, not doctor. His lawyer claimed their affair ended in 1945, and they had not spoken since. Here she is. She's so beautiful.
Oh, she is beautiful.
I mean, stunning. It's so sad. Look at her these eyebrows. Are these her real eyelashes? Did they have falsies in the 20s?
I have no idea.
If they did, they probably weren't good. No. I mean, that is shocking if those are her real eyelashes. Like, tell me your secrets.
No wonder she was so successful.
How? I mean, it's like perfect eyelashes. Sorry, now I'm zooming in like a real creep. With every lead a dead end, the press circled back, perhaps inevitably to the 1947 unsolved murder of Elizabeth Short, the infamous Black Dahlia case. With Spangler's aspiring starlet story and appearance eerily similar to Short's, not really, Elizabeth Short does not look like that at all, many jumped to the conclusion that the same fiend that had mutilated the Dahlia had also dispatched Jean Spangler. They're really reaching because there's nothing at all to even say that.
Well, they were really reaching anytime they were investigating the Black Dahlia
They
case
really were.
Too. They just like, man, the butler did it in the pantry with a candlestick.
Right.
Kind of investigating it. It's so sad.
So let's see. She was also linked to a wealthy nightclub owner, a rich playboy, a prominent educator, an assortment of actors and jet setters, as well as a gangster. Dang, girl. Girl.
But I'm sure that was used to her detriment.
Right.
Like, well,
she's a whore.
Never solved this case. She was such a philandering siren.
Yeah, good for you. I mean, she's beautiful. Of course all these dudes wanted to hang out with her. In post-war Hollywood, the mingling of mobsters, studio moguls, and movie stars was not an uncommon sight, as film workers and gangsters routinely rubbed shoulders at bars and clandestine gambling dens.
Ooh.
All you hear is just like the throwing of dice.
Playing the one-armed bandits.
There's just like the shuffling of cards.
Hit me.
God. Hit me over and...
I don't know. I've been to Vegas twice and never gambled a cent, not 1 cent while I was there.
They totally say hit me. Spangler was seeing David, quote, Lil Davy. It's like Lil Kiki, but a little different. She loves Sunday.
She needs a little Davy in her life. Poor little Kiki. Oh, God. I'm just kidding. I take that back. She'd be so...
What?
If she, I don't know. I just feel like I should never talk about her on here because if she ever does listen,
or if some random teacher ever plays this again in her school, not you, Hillary, you're cool.
Yeah,
just
whoever that served with like emancipation papers. Like you're almost 18.
Cease and desist letter. Don't put your name in my mouth, or vice versa. You know what I mean? She Will Smiths you. She literally just smacks you. Get my name out your mouth. That's still so bizarre.
It really is. Like it's rolling around in there. It's not actually in my mouth. When you hear it, it's
actually coming out.
Traveling.
Right. Chris Rock's still very confused face. That whole thing.
When he got slapped?
Yeah that's he's like,
keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Yeah, and Chris Rock's like, what?
I would have been on the floor screaming and writing.
I would have been crying probably.
Someone arrest him immediately! Assault! I've been hit. I can assure you the show would not have went on.
No.
And how professional of him to keep going. That whole scenario, I just can't even. I still can't even believe it happened.
I know, and it's like, Will, are you okay, bro?
Yeah, you were like on top of the world, and you just like derailed your entire life.
Yeah, I don't understand. And then everyone blames his wife. Duh, of course.
Of course they did.
She made him crazy.
If every man took off and assaulted someone every time their wife gave them a dirty look. Come on. It would just be...
It would be The Purge.
Yeah, it would be like what's the guy on the Allstate commercial?
What is this?
I don't know. Jazz fingers.
She's got... When she's trying to remember, she like puts her hand out horizontal.
Hey.
Wiggles her fingers.
Who are you to question the way my mind works?
I don't know.
But anyways.
That guy, Mayhem.
Yeah, everyone would look like him with the little bandage, little Nelly Band-Aids on.
Oh, Nelly.
Is Nelly still alive? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I
don't know. Do you still remember? Oh, God. The memes of this crack me up still every time. But the meme of him and Kelly Rowland from Dilemma.
Yeah.
And she's texting and she's like, it'll be like, I'm still as mad as Kelly Rowland when Nelly wouldn't text her back on Microsoft Excel.
My friend Amy that started coming to our book club stuff kind of late. Her brother used to own a grocery store in Lake St. Louis when Nelly lived there, and he'd always come in there when Amy was working.
What did she say what he was like?
She said he came up to her one day when she was stocking shelves. He was like, nice melons.
Ew, about her breasts?
Yeah, she's like, it was not in the produce section.
What?
So that happened.
Who says that?
Nelly, apparently.
What? Ew, Nelly. Oh, well, now I'm so offended.
I was speaking of memes. I was on Instagram Reels just where still have
also called TikTok, Amy.
But there was a thing. It's like when my boss asked me to stay late, and then it's the clip from The Bodyguard of Whitney Houston going, "If I should stay, I would only be in your way." And I just started dying laughing by myself in my kitchen watching that. That was amazing.
The internet is so great.
It's so great.
Oh my
God. I don't know why we're so divisive as a country. Just watch funny stuff.
Just watch TikTok. It'll make you. And then just go on some ASMR where they're like, you're like, what? I don't know what you're saying, but I like it. Can you please put more? And then people in the comments will be like, do the glue stick. Because they want them to rub glue sticks on their microphone. Chris would die.
Oh, God. We should put a Ziploc bag
That's
over
what they
one
do.
time and video ourselves Chris,
no.
is this bad for your microphone?
Chris will actually murder us.
That would be the end of this podcast, I can
And
promise.
our lives. Yeah, they saran wrap it and then they just rub glue sticks over it.
Okay.
Anyway, what am I talking about?
I don't know.
I do that a lot too.
I love the sound of someone coloring.
Yeah,
pressing
I'm about
really
to
hard.
send you some ASMR stuff.
Okay.
Have you downloaded the TikTok app yet? No.
Oh, I think it's been on my phone for a couple years.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Basically, they never found her, and they don't know who killed her. The end.
It was a mystery. It's still a mystery, and it continues to be a mystery.
Tonight, pour one out for, what's her name? Jane Spangler. This beautiful woman with the most gorgeous eyelashes
And
you
face.
ever did see. And face.
And eyebrows.
And eyebrows and nose and lips.
Which is also part of her face.
It's just her whole face. I'm sorry.
Hey, guys.
Her death and disappearance is not funny.
Yeah,
so
no.
Rest in peace, Gene Spangler.
Tune in next week for episode
100. Why?
I don't know. We're done. Which we're getting ready to record. This should be great. Bye.
Oh my God.